just something about Carolina blue that sets the tone for any matchup, and we are being doused in it right now in this light show to set the stage for this big clash. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking downfield, it's Ware. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Unloads quickly. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Ware. Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's got the back in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Tar Heels are in the red zone. power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wake Forest offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Back to throw, it's Ware. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's second and long. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short.
Number 11 on to kick it away.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got his man. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Powers through the defender. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Ware. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. But when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the gift. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Gets it out fast. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Demon Deacons kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got room to work. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Ware. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working on the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Wants to throw it. He wants it all. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work. not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. And the Demon Deacons want to move quickly. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football game.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead is down to a field goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Trying play action. It's complete to the right. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw again. Fires on the move. Complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Demon Deacons are marching down the field. Direct snap. Slithers into space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Demon Deacons will snap it on 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know there'd be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's got it. Touchdown, Wake! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. An 84-yard drive there. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Quick release by the QB. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll try the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Ware. Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. The inside handoff. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Demon Deacons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Pulls and fires complete. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Ware. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quickly complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. With a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. And the Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Quarterback on the keeper.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now on first down from the 28. To the air, it's Ware. Got his man quickly. Inside the 15. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one you'd like to have back.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed point.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but it's only by 1 possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll keep it himself. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th. It's time to take.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Yeah, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing.